But do you think there is a big part of the wrestling fans that have just walked away because they're tired of all the other stuff that you're talking about?
Absolutely, and it's also the adult fans. The kids don't know what's going on, so it doesn't matter. They're going to retain their youthful market no matter what.
Right.
But I think the adults. I mean, we're in the information overload business right now with the internet. We're going to find this stuff out. We're going to have a distaste for it. And at some point, just like politics, you can change parties based on the deterioration of what once was. And I think we're seeing that with WWE. I think at the end of the day, you also have to look at things from a point of structure. If you were rooting for a sports team and you saw who they were drafting and you saw how they were paying and you saw the moves they were making, you could criticize it if it was clearly worthy of that criticism. And I think right now, WWE buying up all of the indie talent and just going, oh, PWG, we're going to offer you more money than you've seen, and then we're going to take 17 of your guys. It's like, you don't even have room for these guys.
Yeah.
You don't even have a game plan or strategy for people like Keith Lee. What are you doing? Keith Lee is one of the most fascinating, exciting people alive. The guy is the size of Dusty Rhodes, and he moves like a luchador, and he's got charisma. I mean, Keith Lee could headline WrestleMania with Velveteen Dream in 3 or 4 years. Wow. Those guys are that good.
Yeah.
But the problem is they don't know how to use them, and then in a year from now, we're going to be watching Keith Lee lose to Baron Corbin on SmackDown. We're all going to want to blow our brains out.
It's a little extreme, but yes, I feel what you're saying.
Sorry, no, I didn't mean. I don't mean literally blow our brains out. I'm just like so frustrated by the obvious nature of their wasted talent and the fact that they are like that greedy little kid who's like, I'm going to take every toy and then I'm going to leave you these 3 things, even though I have 45 things in my arms.
You watch Black Klansman, you walk away, you're like, what the F is going on right now in America? I can't imagine that you weren't in that whirlwind around that film and didn't glean something about, the current, racial divide, the tensions in America. I mean, how do you think WWE is dealing with the current, social climate, regarding those issues?
Yeah, Black Klansman's an important film because it puts a mirror up to the past and the present, and then there's a bunch of correlation, unfortunately, and things haven't. We like to think because we had a black president that things are better and that racism doesn't exist, but that's insane. That's like your relative getting cured from cancer and then saying, I think we're going to find a cure for cancer. These things they purvey and they happen, and we have to be aware of them. And I think WWE, on some note, they have to grow with the times more. And they have to be cognizant that meeting quotas of social justice aren't a good thing. Cody said it best. He said, we're not trying to meet the quota. We're not trying to have one gay wrestler or one transgender person. It's just about great talent, and it's about inclusion. And hopefully WWE will see that. But I think right now their wallet is big enough where they're just going to buy everybody up and then probably not know what to do with them. My hope is that money is not always going to be the sort of dangle carrot for that company, and that they'll want to send out a better message to the world.